It is a Saturday, and a series is on the line between Jacksonville and Stetson here today. Welcome to John Sessions Stadium as Jacksonville and Stetson battle one more time here on this Easter weekend. Stetson having taken game one on Thursday by a score of 6-4. Jacksonville bounced back and posted a shutout victory yesterday, 2-0. And now we'll see if what has been a largely very strong pitching weekend can continue here today. And it's Christian Graham on the mound for the Dolphins here this afternoon as he tries to pick up where Jacksonville's Michael Darrell Hicks left off as a starter on the mound yesterday and what Mason Adams got started on Thursday. Really two quality starts for Jacksonville through the first two games of the series.
For Dolphin baseball.
Adams going 7 1/3, taking a tough loss. Darrell Hicks holding Stetson scoreless in 5 innings to earn his first win of the season. And it's the top of the order, Cameron Hill, leading it off for Stetson here on this Saturday. Cameron Hill, Nick DePonzio, Brandon Hilton due up. Top three in the order for the Hatters. Hill leading the team in batting average still, hitting .348 on the year. First pitch, and that is a called strike in the inside half. Hill has picked up singles in the first inning each of the previous two games. 0-1 pitch sails to the backstop to even the count. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a changeup away. 1-2. Graham ahead in the count. Christian Graham trying to build off of his strong start last weekend in Jacksonville's win on Sunday over North Florida. 1-2 pitch is rolled over to the right side. It's fielded by Pacheco, that's second base, on to first in time. And for the first time here in this series, Cameron Hill retired to start the ballgame. Jacksonville defensively today, a few changes. Elias Flowers making his first start of the weekend out in left field. Cam Ridley again in center with Blake DeLameler starting for the third straight game out in right. Jonah Diaz moves into third base here today with Chase Malloy at short, Jesus Pacheco at second, Christian Coypel at first, and Jake Berg for the second straight day doing the catching. One out, bases empty for the left-handed swinging Nick DePonzio, and the first pitch he sees misses downstairs, ball one. The 1-0 pitch, high and away. DePonzio yesterday, 2 for 5 after a 1 for 5 day on Thursday afternoon. Has scored a pair of runs here in this series thus far. 2-0 offering. That's a fastball at the belt for a strike. Graham comes home and elevates a heater that DePonzio swings and misses at, and the count evens at 2 and 2 strikes. A career-long 6 innings for Christian Graham last Sunday at UNF. Allowed just 1 run on 1 hit in the win. 2-2 pitch. Runs a fastball on the inside corner. Berg up, ready to throw it around the horn, and Jay Furlong didn't give him the strike call that he was looking for. Full count. Very close pitch there from Graham, who now delivers the payoff offering. And a foul ball fought off by DePonzio to stay alive. Graham has struck out at least 4 in his last 4 starts. 4 against Kennesaw State, Liberty, and North Florida. Had 5 Ks at FGCU. Another payoff pitch, and it's ball 4 inside, and everybody kind of froze up for a moment there, waiting for the call from Jay Furlong. And now DePonzio unstraps the shin guard and heads down to first. Even DePonzio, I think, a little surprised that he wasn't rung up at various points in that at-bat. And so the walks, which have been what has plagued Christian Graham here this season, that one a little bit of a tough luck walk, but he puts a man on first with one out, and here is Brandon Hilton DHing today. He takes a strike at the bottom of the zone to start. Hilton started in right field on Thursday, appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. He's hitless so far here in this weekend, 0 for 5. Runner goes, 0-1 pitch is popped up foul left side and out of play, and it's 0-2. Hilton enters today his 17th start of the year, hitting .234. DePonzio has been active on the base paths here in this series. Stole a base yesterday. Ground ball hit right side, fielded by Coypel, goes on to second, gets the out there, relay throw back to first from Malloy in time to the covering Graham, and that goes down as a 3-6-1 double play to end the inning. So Jacksonville turns to a double tree double play, erases the one-out walk, and we head to the bottom of the first. No score yet between Jacksonville and Stetson. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Now here's a concept. You earmark 1/3 of your profits to go back into the community, to local charities. Dex Imaging does that.
First wraps up coming for Jacksonville. Bottom of the first inning, working against Cole Stallings here today. Chase Malloy, Elias Flowers, Christian Coypel, the first three due up against the right-hander. Stallings, a 6'2" sophomore from Lithia, Florida. Newsom High School product, making his 9th start of the season. 46 innings worked so far this year. He has allowed 19 runs, 15 earned on 39 hits this season. 37 strikeouts, 11 walks. Opponents hitting .232 off of the right-hander, who comes in with a 2.93 ERA. First pitch into Malloy, and the right-handed swinging shortstop takes a called strike at the low inside corner. Malloy 1 for 8 here this weekend. 0-1 swung on and missed. .02 pitch. Breaking ball down and outside. Ground ball hit to the left side. It is cut off by the third baseman, Ball, who throws on the run onto first and retires Malloy 5-3 for the first out. Stetson, a couple of defensive changes here today as well. Ball, we just heard from, making his first start of the series. He's at third base. Traficante slides over to short as he replaces Estrella in the lineup today. The second baseman, Desiro, again with Jacob Bullard at first one more time. The outfield remains the same as yesterday. DePonzio, Hill, and DeFabia left to right, with Pregent doing the catching as the first pitch is a strike at the letters to Elias Flowers. Back in the lineup here today after getting the day off yesterday, save for a pinch running appearance late in the game. He takes a big overhand breaking ball and falls behind in the count 0-2. The pitch. Down and away, a sinking fastball from Stallings, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Flowers, who started as the designated hitter on Friday night, went 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Flowers now 0 for 3 on the weekend with a trifecta of strikeouts as Stallings rings up his 38th of the season.
Christian Coypel.
Here is Christian Coypel. Three hits so far in 7 ABs here in this series. He's knocked in a pair, a solo home run on Thursday afternoon, knocked in an insurance run in the 8th inning yesterday on a single to center. And he stands in with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch from Stallings, and the big looping breaking ball is called a strike at the top of the zone. Coypel steps out for a moment. Stallings ready with it at the 0-1. And did he get hit by the pitch? He did. They appeal to see whether or not he went around on the check swing. It was very close, but the third base umpire, Craig Meir, confirms that he held up. And Coypel wears one to give Jacksonville the first base runner of the ball game. 4th batter hit by Stallings this season, and Jacksonville has a 2-out base runner here in the first. First inning has been active here in this series, has been active in Jacksonville games this season. A combined 35 runs scored between the two teams combined in Jacksonville games this year in the first. First pitch, a fastball high to cleanup hitter Blake DeLamiler, who now leads the team among qualified hitters in batting average on the season, batting .272, making his 33rd start of the season. He started all 33 games for the Dolphins as they check on Coypel at first. He and Malloy, the only two who have been in the lineup every single game this season for JU. (1-0). Hard chopper left side, foul. Evening the count at a ball and a strike. Jacksonville scored first in the first inning yesterday. It was Stetson that struck first on Thursday, each time just 1 run coming across. Dolphins outscoring opponents 24-11 in first innings this season. JU has been hot early. A lot of times it's been that consistent scoring that has plagued the Dolphins this year. 1-1 pitch is in there at the knees for a strike. DeLamiler had a big game on Thursday. He has 5 hits here in this series, looking for a hit with 2 outs here in the first. 1-2, and he rips one through the hole at short into left. How about a 6-hit weekend for DeLamiler, who is seeing it well at the plate and doing a lot of damage with 2 strikes in the count as well. So Jacksonville trying to put together a 2-out rally here. The hit by pitch, the single, the first hit of the ball game for either club, and we have 2 on with 2 out here. And Jacksonville's Jonah Diaz looking for a little something. If he can deliver what would potentially be a run-scoring base knock. Stallings working from the stretch. Diaz hitting .266. First pitch he sees, he takes upstairs, ball 1. Diaz with 15 driven in this season. The freshman from Boca Raton. (1-0) pitch, and Stallings locates on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 with 2 on and 2 out. No score yet. Bottom of the first. Jacksonville trying to strike first for the second straight day. Jonah Diaz. He's got a hit in each of the first 2 games of this series, a combined 1 for 7. Now on the weekend with a pair of, the strikeout and a walk, 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Wind blowing out to center field here today at John Sessions Stadium on a Partly cloudy, warm Saturday afternoon. Diaz chokes up slightly on the bat. Ready for the 1-2 here from Stallings. Here it comes. And a good eye to lay off. A changeup away. The count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coypel at second, DeLamler at first, the 2-2. And Diaz slices one foul out of play to the left side. Jonah, one of those guys where, the numbers show that he struck out a decent amount this year, but it feels like he is really good at fouling off pitches in 2-strike counts. Another 2-2, and he fouls off another one right on cue. Part of that disciplined approach at the plate that has gotten him so much playing time here in his freshman year. He's hit in a variety of spots throughout the order. Was back up in the 2-hole yesterday after hitting 7th on Thursday afternoon. He's batting 5th here today. 7th pitch of the at-bat. And Diaz spoils another one out of play to the left side. He's fouled off 3 consecutive pitches in a 2-2 count. And he is making Stallings really work for it after the Stetson right-hander made rather quick work of the first 2 Dolphins he faced here this inning. He then hit Coypel, gave up the single to DeLamler. 8th pitch of the at-bat, and Diaz into center field. Hill makes the catch. It hung up there just long enough, and Hill a couple of steps in, able to haul that one in for out number 3. Diaz hit it just a little too good, and the Dolphins strand 2 on in the first. We head to the second. No score yet between Jacksonville and Stetson. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagenen. No score through 1 here at John Sessions Stadium. Rubber match on hand here today between Jacksonville and Stetson. Christian Graham got a pitcher's best friend that he played a part in, a 6'3" twin killer to end the first inning. His first pitch to Jacob Bullard is a fly ball out to right field over near the line. Blake DeLamler makes the catch right as he crossed over into foul territory for out number 1.
For the Hatters second baseman, number 38, Johan Desero.
1 pitch, 1 out for Christian Graham. A good start to the second. And he gets the second baseman, left-handed swinging Johan Desero to start. Fastball away, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch down and away. Desero so far here in this series, 2 hits in 8 at-bats. Hit a solo home run to center on Thursday. The 2-0 pitch down and in. Graham has allowed 1 base runner so far here today via a walk. His 3-0 is at the letters for a strike. He has issued 28 free passes this year. There's really one thing that has hurt Graham throughout the season. It has been that. And he hits Desero, the 10th batter he has plunked this season, on a 3-1 pitch. So a one-out hit batsman. And
Camden Traficante.
now Graham will try to do what he did last time and get that ground ball double play. Traficante, another lefty coming to the plate. Starting at short here today after playing third the last 2 games. First pitch from Graham, and that's a called strike, a fastball on the inner half. Traficante hitless, 0 for 7 with a walk. Runner at first, 1 out, no score, top of the second. Graham, deep breath, the 0-1. Misses away with fastball. Last week, that 1 run allowed by Christian Graham on just the 1 hit, but he walked 6 men. And that is sort of how things have gone at times this season for Graham as he misses down and outside, ball 2. He has just 1 outing all year in which he has not issued a walk. He has not gone without issuing a free pass in his 9 starts this season. Throw over to first to check on Desero, dives back in without a tag. In 5 innings against Troy, in which he allowed 1 run on 3 hits and struck out 8, he didn't walk a single Trojan, but he hit 2. Last weekend was a season high, a career high for walks with those 6. 2-1 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down to second. 1 hops to Malloy, who's just waiting on Desero and tags him out on the foot first slide. Well, that was about as good as you could draw it up for Jacksonville, who gets the swinging strike to even the count. And on the hit and run, failed attempt by Traficante, an easy pitching catch from Berg to Malloy for out number 2. So now Graham a strike away from ending this inning. And it's a breaking ball at the top of the zone, called strike 3. Christian Graham has faced the minimum through 2 despite a couple of free passes. And we head to the bottom of the second. No score yet between Jacksonville and Stetson. Jesus Pacheco leads it off when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagenen. It's the 7th pitch of the at-bat, and guess what? A foul ball. 5 straight that have been crooked off the bat of Jake Berg. But he's not giving in. It's the 8th pitch of the at-bat, and it's ball 1 high. How about this? There have been some long ABs. Pacheco works a full count after Diaz saw 8 pitches before he flew out to end the inning. 1-2 up and in on Berg. Now 2-2. And the 10th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Stallings delivers. And Berg lifts one. Shallow left field. DePonzio, a couple of short strides to his left, and he settles underneath for out number 2. And long battle goes the way of Stallings.
Designated hitter number 33, T.J. Curd.
But while Jacksonville lost that battle, they may be continuing to find ways to eventually win the war as they make Cole Stallings really work for these outings on a hot day here at John Sessions Stadium. His 39th pitch of the day coming with 2 outs and the bases empty in the second. First pitch to the DH, T.J. Curd, and it's a curveball downstairs for ball 1. Curd getting his first start of the weekend as a DH. Left-handed swinging. Redshirt freshman is ahead in the count 2-0 as he takes one inside. It's the 9th start of the year for Curd. All of them has been as a DH. He's batting just .129, 4 for 31 in the season, and he asked for time. 2 of his 4 hits are doubles. 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. Down and in, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to T.J. Curd, and for the second straight inning, Jacksonville uses a freebie to put a runner on with 2 outs.
Cam Ridley.
Cam Ridley, the 9-hole hitter, with a runner at first and 2 outs. 3 hits in 6 at-bats here in this series. Went 1 for 3 yesterday. Drove in a run on Thursday. Runner at first, 2 outs. Stallings out of the stretch. Misses high with a heater to start the at-bat. Ridley, the final Dolphin to come to the plate for the first time, as Pregent asked for time, and here comes pitching coach Dave Thurneau out to have a chat with Stallings and the entirety of the Stetson infield. 43 pitches for Cole Stallings, who lasted just 4 innings in his start last Sunday against Kennesaw State. He threw 51 pitches in that outing, surrendered 4 runs on 5 hits, while striking out 1 and walking 1. Took the loss as Stetson was swept by Kennesaw State at home last weekend. Home plate umpire Jay Furlong comes out, breaks up the party. And Thurneau, the slow walk back to the first base dugout. So a 1-0 count, the last 5 out of the zone for Stallings. His 1-0 to Ridley is ball 2 up and in. In fact, 8 of the last 9 pitches for Stallings have been balls as he throws over to first to check on Curd, who dives back in safely without a tag. Runner at first, 2 outs, scoreless game, bottom of the second, and a 2-0 count on Cam Ridley, Jacksonville's 9-hole hitter. The pitch, brushing Ridley off the plate. It's 3-0. Ridley stepped out for a moment, now back in. Bounces that bat off of his right shoulder, 3-0 pitch, and that's a called strike at the letters. Three-one. Ridley takes a low called strike 2 as he flipped his bat and was headed to first. And Jay Furlong says, no sirree, you wait for me to tell you when to go. Get back in here. Full count here on Ridley, who's taking his time, climbing back into the box. Now he is in there. Bullard backs up off first. Curd with a sizable lead. He takes off. 3-2 pitch is looped into left center field. A base hit, and that is rolling back toward the warning track where he's backhanded by Hill. Curd waved around third. No throw, and an RBI double for Cam Ridley. Jacksonville leads 1-0 in the second. Ridley continues his strong weekend at the plate as he collects his third double of the season and drives in his 11th of the year and second of the series. And Jacksonville on the board first for the second straight day. Back to the top of the order in Chase Malloy, who's 0 for 1 here today. A runner at second base with 2 outs in this bottom of the second. First pitch from Stallings, and it is low for ball 1. Well, Jacksonville, a winning record when they score first this year, but need to continue to put pressure on. 1-0 pitch. Misses away. Dolphins have led by more than 1 run for a grand total of 1 inning here this weekend. That was the bottom of the 8th to the 9th yesterday when the Dolphins got that insurance run to make it 2-0. Up and in, and Stallings is really having a hard time with the zone now. He walked Curd on 4 pitches, fell behind Ridley before battling back in full count, induced a fly out, and now is 3-0 behind Malloy. 3-0 offering, a generous called strike on the low inside corner. Ridley still standing at second base, likely scoring on a base hit here with 2 outs. He takes off, and a throw down to third in time to get the out. Stallings spun off the mound right as Ridley started to take off and ends up throwing him out, catching him stealing at third. So Jacksonville does not get the chance to try and drive him in, but the Dolphins take a 1-0 lead on Cam Ridley's double and lead 1-0 as we head to the third. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphins Sports Network. 1-0 Jacksonville at the top of the third inning. Christian Graham back out to the mound. And his first pitch to the right fielder, Anthony DeFabia, is a slider outside for ball one. DeFabia, first plate appearance of the day, the 1-0 pitch. Another slider outside, and it's 2-0. Graham has allowed two men to reach against him, walked a runner in the first, hit a runner in the second. His 2-0 pitch, and he locates a fastball at the knees that time on the outer half for his strike. But he has helped himself out, got a double play as the 2-1 pitch is popped up left side of the infield. Sky high, it's Jonah Diaz moving to his left, uses two hands to secure that baseball, and makes the catch for round number one.
Now batting Stetson,
used a double play
13,
in that first inning to end the
ball.
inning, and then a caught stealing from Jake Berg in the second has helped Graham face the minimum here as he works into the third. It is Kyle Ball, the third baseman, who hit a hot shot down to third in a pinch hit appearance yesterday. And the first pitch from Graham misses low. Ball one to Ball, who has appeared a lot against Jacksonville in his career. 1-0 pitch, down and away. Played a variety of positions throughout the infield in his career, short, second, third. 2-0 pitch, and he fouls it out of play to the right side. Primary shortstop for the Hatters last season, starting 47 of his 49 games at short last year. His best game of the season last year came against Jacksonville. Or best stretch of the season, I should say, as he fouls one out of play right side, 1 and 2. Had 3 hits. Yeah. In back-to-back games against the Dolphins, April 1st and 2nd last year, part of that 3-game series sweep against the Dolphins here at John Sessions Stadium by Stetson last season. 2-2 pitch is a fastball that runs low and outside. Full count here to Ball. JU, of course, kicked off that miracle run in May by winning on May 1st down at Melching Field in DeLand last year, then won the series on May 2nd and rolled from there. Tough play made at third by Diaz on the in-between hop. He backhands even with the bag, sets his feet, and throws in time on to first to get the out. Nice play by the freshman, who hasn't gotten a lot of time over at the hot corner this year.
For the Hatters,
but he had a choice. He
number
could sit
34,
back on it, or he could
Christian
charge it, and he elected to go get it off that low second hop. 2 outs. Space is empty for Christian Pregent. Catcher has 3 hits here in this series, and he fouls the first one straight back. And Dolphins won 2. Stetson won that series. It was the first conference series win of the year last year for JU. Came that opening week of May. It's the 0-1 pitch. Misses upstairs with a slider. And then from there, Dolphins took 1 out of 3 against FGCU, the finale of the regular season weekend. 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball in the inner half, called ball 2. Dolphins won at home in a slugfest against North Florida the ensuing weekend, and then it's part of a kind of unique setup where it went Friday, Saturday, 1 game here, 1 game down in DeLand against Stetson. Dolphins lost that one. 2-1 pitch, a slider up and in, 3-1. And head coach Chris Hayes challenged that group after that loss at Stetson to conclude the regular season. And, of course, we remember JU winning 2 out of 3 in the quarterfinal series and then winning the tournament at Harmon Stadium. A high fly ball left side of the infield. It's Malloy in from short, and he secures it with 2 hands at the edge of the infield grass. And a 1-2-3 third for Christian Graham and the Dolphins on a couple of pop-ups and a ground out. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Jacksonville on top. Chase Malloy in the top of the order due up when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of
Chase Malloy, who was at the plate when Cam Ridley was caught stealing to end the second inning, climbed back into the box to face against Cole Stallings, who sets and delivers his 53rd pitch of the day, and it is popped up right side, foul territory. Long look for Bullard, but it lands harmlessly in foul territory in that extended terrace seating area down the right field line. Action in the Stetson bullpen here as we work into the third. The next pitch from Malloy is popped up again, this time into the field of play, left side. It's the shortstop. Traficante makes the catch at the edge of the outfield grass for round number one.
Elias Flowers.
Dominic Stagliano getting loose for Stetson. I think the Hatters win the all-name team in the league this year. They got some fun ones to say. Here's Elias Flowers. First pitch he sees is a called strike at the letters, 0-1. Flowers 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swinging back in the first. The only strikeout victim of Stallings today, the 0-1. And that one hit Flowers on the leg. A breaking ball that got away from Stallings, and the second man he has plunked here this afternoon. Gives Jacksonville a base runner with less than 2 outs for the first time here today. So Christian Coypel coming to the plate with a runner at first and 1 out. And the first time that Flowers has been on here in this series of his own doing. He checked in as a pinch hitter yesterday when Tommy Joseph walked in the 7th, but never advanced past first. Leppy was hit by a pitch his first time up. Runner at first, 1 out, 1-0 Jacksonville, bottom of the first. A throw over to first to check on Flowers, who's back in, standing up. Fastball high and away from the left-handed swinging Christian Coypel, and it's 1-0 here on the Jacksonville first baseman. Flowers digs in down at first, establishing his lead. The 1-0 pitch and a line drive caught at second base, and a double play back to first as Flowers is doubled up by Desero. Well-struck baseball by Christian Coypel, but Desero in the right place at the right time gets the double play, and the 1-out base runner erased. Stallings with the quick inning he needed in the third. We head to the fourth, 1-0 Jacksonville. You're listening to JU Baseball from Van Wagner on the Jacksonville Dolphin Sports Network.
Official sponsor of JU Athletics.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By delivering
For the fourth inning, Jacksonville on top of Stetson 1-0. Dolphins trying to capture a series win, second of conference play. If JU holds on here today, Christian Graham on his 41st pitch of the afternoon misses down and away. It's back to the top of the order in Cameron Hill. The 1-0. In for a strike at the belt. A heater from Graham, who induced a ground out to Hill his first time up. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a very nice breaking ball from Graham on the outer edge. Just 2 base runners allowed by Graham thus far. A walk in the first, a hit batsman in the second. The 1-2 pitch. And Hill swings at and misses. Another breaker in the low inside corner, and he rings up his second batter of the day.
Batting for Stetson,
Hill now 0 for 2. One out.
Nick DiPonzio.
And Nick DiPonzio coming up. He walked in the first, but was cut down as part of a 3-6-1 double play to end the inning. Breeze starting to pick up a little bit here at John Sessions Stadium as a big gray cloud moves overhead. First pitch to DiPonzio, high and away from the lefty, ball 1. One-0 pitch, a fastball low. Two-0 misses down and in. And the 3-0 pitch. And a 4-pitch walk as he misses down and in. And like the ones that, when Graham walks, guys, it always feels like, I don't know, it's just something about that plate appearance, that batter. He just has a hard time getting into a rhythm. And we'll see if he's able to do what he has done so far here twice prior already today and find a way to work around that one-out base runner. Here is Brandon Hilton. He grounded into that double play to end the first. Graham working first base side of the rubber from the stretch. Turns and throws over to first to check on DiPonzio, who's back in safely under the tag. And there's a slider for a strike. So, yeah, it's almost like Graham is able to, when he is pitching well, as he has been most of the day here today, and he just loses one, and then is able to sort of hit the reset button from there. The 0-1 pitch misses away that time to Hilton to even the count. I mean, he was in complete control against Cameron Hill, striking him out. 1-1. Tries for the curveball on the outside corner, doesn't get the call. Now he's behind 2 balls and a strike. Working his way through the order for the second time here this afternoon. Graham working here in the fourth. 2-1 pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Another throw over to first. How about an interesting nugget from yesterday's game? Jacksonville winning at 2-0. First time all year the Dolphins have won a game when being out-hit by their opponent. Dolphins were out-hit 7-6 in the ballgame. 2-2, runner goes, pitches down and outside for a ball throw down to second by Berg, is a little bit wide of the bag, forcing Malloy to reach to his right, and DiPonzio in safely with his 18th stolen base of the year. He's now 18 for 22 on the season. He's the tying run in scoring position with 1 out and a full count here to Brandon Hilton. Graham with the hat off, checking his notes the inside of the hat. Payoff pitch, and Hilton ropes one to deep right field. DeLamler back to the wall, and it's gone. Brandon Hilton hits his 4th home run of the season, a 2-run shot, and Stetson takes a 2-1 lead here in the 4th. First hit of the ball game for the Hatters, and it comes in an emphatic fashion. And Stetson scores its first run since the 9th inning on Thursday. Now the base is empty with 1 out, and Graham tries to settle back in, working against Jacob Bullard, who is being summoned for a quick meeting. He's checking in with Shane Gerke. And talking through things before his first AB. Bullard today popped out down the first base line in foul territory, caught by DeLamler. First pitch, a ball outside. Grant comes home, and the 1-0 is high. And this has certainly been the toughest inning thus far for Christian Graham, who has fallen behind each hitter since striking out Hill to start the 4th, as he works through the inning for the order, for the second time. Catcher Jake Berg out to have a conversation with Graham and try and settle him back down. 56 pitches for the redshirt junior right-hander in his 2nd season with the Dolphins, his first as a weekend starter. (2-0). And Graham putting one where it has been called a strike many times today by Jay Furlong, and that low inside corner to righties doesn't get it there. 3-0 pitch. And there is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Graham trying to work his way back into it here. And he walks him on a low outside, ball 4. So the second walk of the inning. And Graham has not retired any of the last 3 batters he has faced here in this 4th. Stetson has taken the lead on the 2-run home run by Brandon Hilton. And Tyler Nauman on a trot down to the Jacksonville bullpen now. First pitch misses low to Johan Desero. He was hit his first time up. And here comes pitching coach Jerry Edwards out of the dugout now, as they try to figure out a way to punch the right buttons up for Christian Graham, who in his last 3 batters faced has thrown just 3 strikes. Well, 4, I guess, if you count the ball that got hit out of here. While throwing 10 balls. His splits here in this game now. 55 pitches for Graham, just 28 of them have been strikes. Coach Edwards rocking the Bumblebee stirrups today, as well as the jersey, a look I do not believe I've seen him rock so far in his Jacksonville career, which dates back to the 2020 season, now in his 3rd year as the pitching coach for the Dolphins. Normally, he's the green pullover guy and long pants, but a good look for him there, as Graham, whatever he was told, worked at least on the ensuing pitch as he locates that on the outer half for a strike. 1-1 here to Desero. Runner at first, 1 out, 2-1. Stetson leads in the 4th. The pitch. Off the end of the bat, a foul ball to the left side and headed for the seats. A steady breeze blowing from left to right across the field now. The pitch swung on and missed. Got him to chase a fastball away, and a much-needed strikeout for Graham for the second out of the inning. That is the third man he has punched out here today.
For the header, shortstop
Camden Traficante with a runner at first and 2 outs. Traficante 0 for 1 today, struck out looking his first time up. And a throw over to first. Back in safely, Bullard. Liner out into right field, but playable for DeLamiler. Moving to his right, he squeezes it for out number 3. And Jacksonville ends the inning without any further damage. A 2-run homer for Brandon Hilton. And Stetson has taken the lead here in the top of the 4th. We head to the home half, 2-1. Hatters on top. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Follow your favorite team on the
Leading off the bottom of the 4th as Jacksonville finds themselves trailing for the first time since Thursday. DeLamiler singled his first time up. Cole Stallings' first pitch swinging and a hard ground ball to the left side foul. Stallings, that was his 59th pitch of the afternoon. He got the quick inning he needed in the 3rd after some laborious innings to start. The 0-1. And a breaking ball stays up. He hit Flowers, but then got a line-out double play to end the inning. The 1-1. DeLamiler watches a breaking ball that is ruled to have missed a little down and outside. 2 balls and a strike in favor of the Jacksonville right fielder. Stallings sets, comes home. And a looper out into right field, a couple of steps back, and now over to his left. Fabia on a light jog makes the catch.
For the Dolphins,
1 out
Jonah
in the 4th. First pitch to Diaz, and he takes down and outside, ball 1. A great battle in his last time to the plate. Diaz eventually flew out to center field to end an 8-pitch at-bat, and he fouls the 1-0 back to the netting. And another foul ball. That one just clearing the lights off to the left side. The 1-2. Another breaking ball, and Diaz fouls it off. Man, he has made contact with a lot of pitches against Stallings here in this ball game thus far. Just waiting on him to really get a hold of one. 1-2 pitch, and he fouls another one. This one straight back to the wall. Sixth pitch of the at-bat here to Diaz with the bases empty and one out. Jacksonville trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Stallings trying to give Stetson as much length as he can. He delivers and misses upstairs. 2-2. Stallings comes home, misses low, and it's a full count here to Jonah. Would love to see Jacksonville find a way to answer back here quickly after giving up the 2 spot in the top of the inning. Payoff pitch, ball 4 outside. Well, there have been very few guys who have had a better approach at the plate today than Jonah Diaz, and you like to see him rewarded for it there as he draws the 1-out walk. The freshman has been walked 19 times this year. I think he may lead the team. In fact, he does. How about that? You got a true freshman who leads the team in walks drawn this season in Jonah Diaz. Here is Pacheco with a runner at first and 1 out. They check on Diaz. If you count the amount of times he's been hit as well, he's been on base for free 22 times in his freshman campaign. Ball down to the dirt, knocked down by Prejean. He darts out from behind home plate to make sure that Diaz doesn't advance. 1-0. Runner at first, 1 out. Jacksonville trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Pacheco 0 for 1. The pitch. A called strike on the inside half. 1-1. Another throw over to first to check on Diaz. He dives back in safely again under the tag of Bullard. Diaz this year is a perfect 6 for 6 in stolen bases, and we saw Stetson put some pressure on the base paths earlier this inning. Does Jacksonville do it again here? Smoked ground ball foul left side. 1-2 to Pacheco. Pacheco, a .281 hitter with runners on base here this year. And he reaches down on a slider away and just gets a piece to stay alive. He has been tremendous when it comes to advancing runners this season. In 74 opportunities, he has successfully advanced the runner 36 times. That's a .486 clip. Trying to do it here with 1 out in the fourth. Another check on Diaz. Pacheco asking for time as he digs back in. Slightly open stance from the right side. Diaz takes his lead, a moderate 1. And another throw over to first to check. The action in the Stetson bullpen has ceased. I don't even think anybody's, hard to tell, but I don't even think anybody's out there anymore as they throw over to first again. They all went back to the dugout to find some shade on a sunny Saturday afternoon. I don't blame him. Can't speak to how important that third inning was for Stallings to kind of right the ship a little bit here, but here he is in another somewhat stressful situation with one out and a runner at first. 1-2 pitch. Pacheco, ground ball up the middle and into center field. Diaz holds up at second base. First hit of the ball game for Jesus Pacheco, and the Dolphins
catcher,
with their best opportunity since the second. 2 on, 1 out. And Jake Berg, who's 0 for 1 today, though he saw a lot of pitches and really made Stallings work the last time he came to the plate, ended up flying out to left field to conclude a 10-pitch at-bat in which he fouled off 5 straight 0-2 pitches. Jacksonville trying to tie this game back up after giving up the lead in the top half of the 4th inning. 2-1 contest. 1 out, runners at first and second. First pitch, Berg with a slicing pop-up into foul territory and left side, and there is the third baseman Ball over to make the catch. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Stetson, a good cheap out. And Berg out on the very first pitch. Couldn't have been a different at-bat than the one he had the last time. A good, long, competitive AB, and that one,
designated hitter,
not so much.
TJ Kerr.
So it's up to TJ Kerr, who scored the lone run of the game for Jacksonville. Can he drive in the game-tying run? First and second, 2 outs. First pitch from Stallings. And Kerr bounces one to the right side. Desero up with it, sets his feet on to first. And after Jacksonville gets 2 men on with 1 out, Stallings has to throw just 2 pitches to get out of the inning. And it is still a 2-1 lead for Stetson as we head to the 5th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball. Fifth inning, 2-1. Hatters on top of Jacksonville. Rubber match on this Saturday afternoon. DeFabia, no batting gloves, reaches down into the box, grabs some clay on his hands, rubs them together, stands in, and watches the first pitch from Christian Graham miss down and outside for ball 1. And now a slider called a strike on the outer half. 1-1 to DeFabio's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to third base his first time up. Graham comes home and misses away with the breaking ball this time. Graham at 67 pitches as he induces a fly ball into center field, and Ridley at the last second diving, making a catch. He started in slow, picked up his pace on a tailing liner off the bat of DeFabia into shallow left center, and had to lay out in front to make a hit-stealing catch for out number 1 here to start the 5th. Here's Kyle Ball, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third, and the first pitch misses down in the dirt for ball 1. Graham hasn't allowed the leadoff man to reach here at all today. It's been with one out that he has had his most trouble. The 1-0 pitch. Slider in for a strike. Hatters have had a one-out base runner in 3 of the first 4 innings. Working here in the 5th, the 1-1 goes back to the slider and locates again, this time at the knee, strike 2. One-two offering to Ball, and he just gets a piece of a low fastball to stay alive. The pitch. Ball flies one out to deep right field. On the run to Lommeler, and he makes the catch on the warning track. A long way to go with Lommeler shaded slightly towards center with the right-handed batter up. Kyle Ball let that one go a long way into the right corner, and Lommeler showing his athleticism that runs in the family as he runs that one down for a long out number 2. Base is empty. 2 outs. Christian Pregent, first pitch. He watches a breaking ball at the top of the zone for a strike. Pregent today 0 for 1 with a pop-up to short. It was this part of the order that went down in order. 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd for Graham. And he locates with the curveball in the inner half again, making it 0-2. So trying to do this for the second time here today, retiring the bottom 3rd. Straight down the line. 0-2 pitch. And he runs a fastball low and away. 2-1, Stetson leads. Top of the 5th inning. Bases empty, 2 outs. For the Hatters in the top of the 5th inning as Graham sets and comes home with the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And Christian Graham fired up as he sits down. The Hatters in order, collecting his 4th strikeout of the ball game to end it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Jacksonville bringing 9-1-2 to the plate when we return, trailing 2-1. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner. Cam Ridley 1 for 1 on the day, 2 up first here in the 5th. He gets it started as Cole Stallings, bunt dropped down, charging Ball, throws on the run. It pulled Bullard off the bag, but he applies the tag on Ridley as he comes along. Really well done by Kyle Ball. That was a good bunt by Ridley, trying to sneak it down the third base line, but Ball read it the whole way and was charging in immediately. I think Stetson may have been calling that could have been a play. As here is Chase Malloy. First pitch he sees is a called strike. Stallings has really settled in some since those tough first 2 innings. He gave up the lone run in the second. A slider away makes it 1-1. Ever since he picked off or caught Ridley stealing to end the second inning, he has worked around any sort of trouble. Pop-up foul territory, headed for the seats, makes it 1-2. He got a line drive double play in the third, worked around a couple of base runners in the fourth. A little bit of a Michael Darrell Hicks type outing here thus far for Cole Stallings, who's 1-2 with 1 out. And a ground ball headed deep into the hole. Backhanded. Trafficante, a jump throw after he had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove. But an infield single for Chase Malloy. And that was just a well-placed ground ball off the bat of Malloy. Trafficante, even if he gets that ball out of his glove cleanly, I don't think he gets Chase, who can fly down the line. He's got his first hit of the day, now 1 for 3. Here's Elias Flowers, hit by a pitch his last time up. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Nothing in 1 on Flowers, who's 0 for 1 here on the day. Jacksonville has had a base runner in every inning here thus far, trying to tie this game up at the bare minimum here in the 5th. A check over on Malloy at first, and he's back in safely. Stallings, over 80 pitches here on the day, 83. The activity in the Stetson bullpen has resumed. 0-1 pitch. Malloy takes off. A fly ball down the left field line, but that is headed for the terrace, and it lands foul. Nothing in 2 on Flowers, with the gold-plated sunglasses glinting in the sunlight here on this, what was at one point a rather overcast Saturday, and now has turned a lot more clear and a warm Holy Saturday. The 0-2, runner goes, fly ball hit out into left field. It is playable for DePonzio, moving to his left, makes the catch. Malloy put on the brakes about 3/4 of the way to second base and retreats back to the bag. 2 outs now here in the 5th. It's up to Christian Coypel to extend this 5th inning.
First baseman, Christian Coypel.
Jacksonville 3 for 8 with runners on base here today after that fly out. Coypel 0 for 1. He lined into the double play to end the 3rd. He's also been hit by a pitch. Another throw over to first, and Malloy back in safely. A team-high 13 stolen bases this year for Malloy. First pitch outside, ball 1. That is the most steals for a Dolphin in a season since Corey Heffron swiped 16 bags in the 2019 campaign. (1-0). Slicing pop-up down the left field line into foul territory, giving a look ball, but he runs out of room as that one lands just on the other side of the protective netting down in the terrace area. The foul territory, it shrinks significantly once you get down past the infield clay down either line, where there are seating areas that jut out into the foul territory. The Diamond Club terrace seating down the left field line, and the right field patio seating down the right field line. Runner at first, 2 outs. 2-1 Stetson, bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch. Pitch out, and Pregent ready to throw if Malloy had taken off, but nothing there, not even a false break for the Jacksonville shortstop, who easily retreats back to the bag without a throw. 2-1 the count on Coypel. And they throw over to check. Stallings at 88 pitches here today, and he has thrown over to first a lot as well. If you add all of those throwovers, he's probably over 100. Probably the final inning here for Stallings. A check swing on a ball up in the zone. They appeal. He did not go around. 3-1. Well, I guess it depends. If Stallings gets out of this in a relatively quick fashion, I could see him coming back out. Another throw over to first, and that one nearly thrown away. Good job by Bullard to go get that low throw that nearly got lost in the legs of Malloy as he dove back in. Stallings this year has hit the 100 pitch mark just once this season. He hit the century mark exactly on the 20th of March against FGCU in 5 innings. 3-1 pitch, runner goes. The pitch is called a strike. The throw down to second, perfectly thrown by Pregent to where Traficante doesn't even have to move his glove to apply the tag on the sliding foot of Malloy, who was caught stealing for just the 4th time this year. So the inning comes to a close with the second Dolphin caught stealing this season, this ball game, I should say. And Jacksonville remains down 2-1 as we head to the 6th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner. Jacksonville as we enter the 6th inning. Christian Graham done after 5 innings of 1-hit, 2-run baseball in which he struck out 4, walked 3, and hit 1.
Batting for the Stetson Hatters, center fielder Cameron Hill.
Tyler Nauman takes over on the mound for Jacksonville as we enter the 6th, and he gets the top of the Stetson order. Cameron Hill 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch from Nauman. Misses downstairs. Lefty on lefty matchup here. And he misses low again. 2 balls, no strikes here to start things off to Hill. Nauman appearing for the 12th time here this season as his 2-0 is fouled off. 12 appearances for Nauman. This is the 9th in relief. 24 innings pitched total. Opponent's hitting 298 off of him. A line shot into left field falls in front of Flowers for a base knock. Cameron Hill's first hit of the day.
Stetson left fielder.
And his
Nick
fifth of the
DePonzio.
series. Brings up Nick DePonzio. Leadoff man on for the first time here today for Stetson. Just the second hit of the afternoon for the Hatters, who are being out-hit 4-2 by Jacksonville in this one, but they made the most of their lone hit prior to that one, a 2-run home run. DePonzio has walked twice today. First pitch he sees misses down and away, ball 1. Locates the breaking ball at the bottom of the zone for a strike, evening the count at a ball and a strike. 2-1. 2-1, I should say. Stetson leading Jacksonville in the top of the 6th inning and this series finale. Series on the line here today at John Sessions Stadium. 1-1 pitch coming from Nauman, working third base side of the rubber. He kicks and comes home and misses low with a heater. His last outing came on Tuesday. He threw an inning of scoreless relief in which he allowed 2 hits and struck out 2 against UCF. The 2-1 breaking ball at the belt for a strike. So Nauman has evened up the count so far here twice in this at-bat to DePonzio, trying to find a way to move the runner over at the bare minimum. Runner goes, and they got him in a pickoff play. A throw over to first, now on to the shortstop, Malloy, who tags out DePonzio, or excuse me, Hill, and that is the first out of the inning. So it hasn't exactly been a clinic in base running by these two teams here today, as both sides have had men caught on the base paths multiple times. Two-two pitch is looped down the left field line and a foul ball. One out, base is empty. 2-2 to DePonzio. And he tips one into the mitt of Berg, who hangs on for strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Tyler Nauman, who racks up his 36th of the year. He is third on the team in strikeouts this season. Actually, he's just one behind Christian Graham right now fourth. Graham with 4 today is sitting at 37. Pop-up foul behind the plate off the bat of Brandon Hilton, who homered his last time up after grounding into a double play in the first. 0-1. Breaking ball down and outside. One down and outside. Nauman trying to work himself away from Hilton here. He locates with a heater on the outer half there, evening the count at 2. Base is empty, 2 outs, 2-1 Stetson, top of the 6th. The pitch. Nice breaking ball there from Nauman, but Hilton, sometimes I think you're fooled so badly by a pitch, it works out in your favor. He was completely frozen on that one and it ruled to have missed low. Payoff pitch, and he fights it off the other way. Ground ball, right side, foul, and Hilton has battled off and fought off a few. Wind's continuing to blow in a little bit here. A breezy, sunny, hot afternoon and Saturday. Did he go around? Home plate umpire Jay Furlong says that Hilton did not check his swing on the breaking ball away, and he strikes out. Consecutive Ks for Tyler Nauman after he helps catch a runner stealing for the first out of the inning, and he faces the minimum in his first inning of relief. We head to the bottom of the sixth, Jacksonville trailing 2-1. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner. Jacksonville, bottom of the sixth inning here at John Sessions Stadium. Dolphins trying to rally to win a series here at home. Should be the second series win of the year for JU. The other one coming 2 weeks ago here at this ballpark against the Liberty Flames, and would be big for the Dolphins standings in the A-Sun at the halfway mark, as today's action does conclude the halfway point of conference play this season. Christian Coypel was at the plate when Chase Malloy was caught stealing to end the fifth. And he faces off against a new pitcher now as he takes a strike at the bottom of the zone to begin the at-bat. It is Dominic Stagliano who checks in, another right-hander for the Hatters. Is 0-1, and time called and granted by Jay Furlong. Late there. Breaking ball stays way out. Ball and a strike. Coypel for 1 today. Has been on base once via a hit by pitch. Down and away again, and the count moves in favor of the big left-handed bat of Coypel. 2 balls and a strike. Stagliano deals and misses away one more time. 3-1. He's a 6'2 freshman from Boynton Beach, Florida, Stagliano. The right-hander attended Palm Beach Gardens High School. He delivers the 3-1 pitch, and a ground ball right side and through. He pulled that one hard and past the diving Bullard at first base, and Coypel has his first hit of the day, the 5th of the afternoon for Jacksonville.
Right fielder, Blake DeLamelure.
And the leadoff man aboard for the Dolphins for the first time today. Stetson did it for the first time in the top half of this inning, got nothing out of it when Hill was caught stealing. So now DeLamelure, who is 1 for 2, stands in. Does he bunt him over or get a chance to swing away here? It's been a good weekend at the plate for DeLamelure. We'll see if he can keep it going. First pitch he sees, he checks his swing on a fastball called a strike on the low outside corner. Stagliano making his 10th appearance of the season, 8th in relief. Delivers the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. DeLammler down 0-2. Stagliano, 25 and a third innings pitch coming into today. 28 strikeouts to just 8 walks. Opponents hitting .242 off of him. His ERA sitting at 3.20 as he has allowed 11 runs, 9 earned. A throw over to first, and Coypel back in safely. The 0-2 pitch, and a little flare towards shallow right, but just out into shallow right field. Desero tried to deke out Coypel as he made the catch in shallow right. Maybe doing the old, like, oh, I dropped it. See if he could get him to freeze a little bit over there and get a double play. But Coypel, a veteran, he's not going to be fooled by that one, and that's out number 1. Here's Jonah Diaz, walked his last time up, 0 for 1 officially on the afternoon. Throw over to first to start. Diaz drew his team-high 19th walk of the season. The pitch, and it's a fastball low, called a strike. All of a sudden, the bottom of the zone for Jay Furlong is opened up, but it has been sort of a variety based off of which inning and how Jay is feeling here today on how he's called it all afternoon. Sometimes it's the top, sometimes it's the bottom. He's given left, he's given right. 0-1 pitch through the hole at short as Diaz goes the other way and picks up his first base hit of the day. 2 singles so far here in the 6th off of Stagliano. And Jacksonville with another opportunity here to tie it up.
Jesus Pacheco.
Jacksonville had 2 on with 1 out in the 4th. And it only took Stallings 2 pitches to get out of the inning. Dolphins trying to be more effective with runners on, especially in scoring position here. Pacheco, first pitch he watches buried down in the dirt. Prejean sliding to his right, blocks it. Pacheco 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. Dolphins today, 4 hits in 10 ABs with runners on base. JU has out-hit Stetson 6-2 in this ball game, but is trailing 2-1. 1-0 pitch, grounded left side and into left field, but Coypel holding up at third as DePonzio comes to it quickly. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Jake Berg.
Now batting, JU catcher Jake
3
Berg.
singles here this inning to load him up. 1 out for Berg. He has stepped to the plate with the bases loaded exactly twice this season. Has 1 hit. He has 15 driven in on the year for Jacksonville. Tied for second in RBI with Jonah Diaz. First pitch he sees, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball. Oh, 0-1 on Berg, who is 0 for 2 here today. Bases loaded, 1 out. Jacksonville trailing 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. 0-1 pitch. Berg watches another slider. This one blocked again by Prejean. That's the pitch he swung through to start the AB and lays off it this time. The corner infielders, even with the bag, playing a few feet off of third and first, Ball and Bullard respectively. 1-1 pitch, misses down and away. Both middle infielders hanging close to the bag at second base. as they are trying to cut off any ground balls through. 2-1 pitch, and Berg lifts one high and deep to the right side, but foul. Jake Berg, 1 home run this season. The lone homer of his Jacksonville career, the sophomore catcher. 2-2 pitch, and he strikes out swinging. Two outs and a big strikeout for Dominic Stagliano.
For the Dolphins,
and a quick chat between Berg and Curd as T.J. Curd comes to the plate. He grounded out to second base to end Jacksonville's last legitimate scoring threat back in the 4th. He's also drawn a walk and scored today. Base is loaded with 2 outs now for Curd. First pitch he sees from Stagliano, a roller over to the right side that goes off of the glove of Bullard, diving. 1 run scores, 2 run score, and Jacksonville has taken a 3-2 lead. I don't think Bullard made the right play there. If he goes to the bag at first instead and lets Desero get over there, Jacksonville able to come through and take a lead with a 2 RBI single that bounced off the glove of the first baseman Bullard into right field for T.J. Curd, and it's 3-2 Jacksonville with 2 outs, runners at first and second, and Cam Ridley at the plate. First pitch he sees is a fastball at the letters for a strike. Coypel and Diaz scoring on the play. T.J. Curd drives in his 2nd and 3rd runs of his Jacksonville career. 0-1 here to Ridley. And a tapper right back to the mound. Fielded by Stagliano. He tosses underhand on to first to retire Ridley for out number 3, but not before Jacksonville comes through with the bases loaded and take a 3-2 lead. We head to the 7th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner. Jacksonville on top thanks to a 4-hit, 2-run bottom of the 6th inning. And Tyler Nauman heads back out to the mound here to start the 7th. Now working with a lead. He misses low on his first pitch to Jacob Bullard, the first baseman for Stetson, who laid out on that ground ball from T.J. Curd and was unable to field it cleanly. Nauman misses away. It's 2-0 to Bullard, who is 0 for 1 here today. flew out into foul territory down the right field line, has also drawn a walk. 3-2, Jacksonville on top. 2-0 pitch. And it's ball 3 and low. Nauman comes off the mound to receive the ball back from Berg and takes a long, slow walk back onto the rubber. Now Stetson comes home and misses down and away, and a 4-pitch walk to put the tying run on base to start the 7th.
Second baseman, Johan Desero.
Yeah, you know, that just goes down as one of those things you call the little things in the game of baseball. The last thing you want to do is immediately, especially put a guy on more or less unearned to lead off the next inning after you take the lead. He gets a strike into Johan Desero. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a slider down and away. Nothing in 2 here on Desero. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitch. Fastball high. In other A-Sun action here today, or throughout the weekend, in the East Division, a series on the line between North Florida and FGCU. Fly ball into center field off the end of the bat, and it falls in front of Ridley for a base hit. So Desero, a broken bat single to center. Runners at first and second with no one out for Stetson in the top of the 7th as they try to respond right back after Jacksonville gets 2 in the 6th to take the lead. A great opportunity here for the Hatters. 2 on, nobody out. Traficante 0 for 2. Does he bunt him over? Traficante this year hitting .313 coming into today's game. First pitch, he squares the bunt and pushes it down the third base line. Fielded by Diaz on to first, and the throw is wide, pulling Coypel off the bag. So the first error of the ball game loads the bases with no one out in the top of the 7th.
For the Hatters right fielder, Anthony DeFabio.
And head coach Chris Hayes comes out and appears to be ready to make a pitching change. And there is the signal to the bullpen. So Jacksonville goes to the pen. Nauman unable to get an out in the 7th after holding the Hatters scoreless in the 6th. Dolphins bringing Bryce Fisher in out of the pen with the bases loaded and no one out. Leading 3-2 in the top of the 7th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Fan. Bryce Fisher gets the call out of the pen for Jacksonville. The redshirt sophomore right-hander comes out for his 12th appearance of the season and his first of the weekend. He replaces Tyler Nauman, the second pitcher used by Jacksonville today, and inherits a less than enviable situation. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Jacksonville clinging to a one-run lead. 3-2, Dolphins on top. For Fisher, 24 innings pitched this season, 22 strikeouts, 12 walks. He's allowed 9 runs, 7 earned. Opponents hitting .239 off of him. 9 of the 21 hits he has surrendered this season have been for extra bases. And he gets the bottom third of the order here. Anthony DeFabia leading it off against Fisher with the bases loaded and nobody out. Jacksonville got 2 in a bases loaded situation, and the bottom of the 6th. Here we are in the top of the 7th. Stetson trying to do the same. First pitch from Fisher, and a breaking ball called a strike on the outside corner. DeFabia swings it right-handed. 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a fly out. Oh, 1 pitch from Fisher, and he misses high with a heater. Jacksonville took a 1-0 lead in the second, surrendered it with a 2-run fourth by Stetson, got it back with a 2-run sixth, trying to avoid handing it right back over to the Hatters here. 1-1 pitch. DeFabia with a foul ball back into the netting, and Fisher's ahead 1-2. Well, a strikeout would be ideal here for Fisher to get the first out of the inning, because then you set up a double play ball to potentially get out of it. But Kyle Ball, not necessarily a double play candidate coming up next, but at least you can consider it. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, woo, right above our heads off the top of the press box. Fouled straight back. DeFabia fortunate to get a piece of that one as he started checking his swing and then realized that pitch was coming up and in and sort of just had a protective movement to shy away from the baseball and ended up catching a piece of it. Another 1-2. Bouncing ball towards short. Malloy onto Pacheco, relay throw onto first. The double play is recorded, but Stetson ties the game. No RBI for DeFabia, but works out to where they're able to knot it up at 3.
Fans, that was a Doubletree double play.
The second Doubletree double play of the game. This one going down 6-4-3. Now a runner at third. The go-ahead run at third with 2 outs. Kyle Ball is 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. Fisher's first pitch. Ball watches it down in the zone for ball 1. And I'm being reminded of the sort of mind-bending moment of saying ball 1 to ball as many times. 1-0 pitch is ball 2 up and into ball. Desero standing at third with 2 outs. Fisher trying to keep this game tied. 2-0 pitch, and he locates that one in the inner half for a strike called. And a strike 2 called on the inner half. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Ball. Fisher goes to the rosin bag on this hot and sweaty afternoon. Wind blowing out to center field. The go-ahead run at third base after Stetson got one already here in the top of the 7th to tie it up at 3. Fisher coming in with the bases loaded, gets a double play. Now delivers a 2-2 pitch and misses down and away. Backhanded by Berg, full count. And the ball goes over the head of Berg, ball 4. A play at the plate, Berg tagging, and Desereau slides in safely. Stetson takes the lead on a wild pitch walk. Payoff pitch, and Fisher just sailed it over the head of Berg off the wall. And Berg comes up with the carom, tried to toss it to the covering Fisher, who was late getting to the plate. So Berg just dove to try and tag Desereau. And in a bang-bang play at the plate, Desereau ruled to have gotten in just ahead of the tag. And now trainer Bo Owens and head coach Chris Hayes out to check on Berg to make sure he's okay. Berg did everything he could in that situation and nearly got the out anyway, but it just wasn't quite enough. And Stetson has plated 2 here in the 7th after giving up 2 in the 6th, and are back on top 4-3. Runner at first base with 2 outs, and Christian Pregent the catcher up. First pitch from Fisher is a swinging strike on a fastball. And now the focus becomes just trying to get the final out of the inning and keep it a 1-run game. It's snowballed a little bit here. You don't want it to turn into an avalanche. Fisher came in a tough situation, no doubt about it, as he delivers the 0-1 pitch and misses away with a fastball. And did his job in the first batter he faced. Got the ground ball, got the double play. Got the first 2 outs. But ahead in the count on Kyle Ball. Well, worked his way back in to even the count against Kyle Ball. And he locates with a breaking ball there to make it 1-2. And then 2 pitches in a 2-2 count that weren't anywhere near, including the wild pitch that allowed Desereau to come in to score and give Stetson the lead again. 1-2 on Pregent with a runner at first and 2 outs, 4-3 Stetson in the top of the 7th. The pitch, high and away. Well, a Stetson team that took advantage of situations on Thursday appears to be reappearing here in this one on Saturday afternoon. 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. They are being out-hit 8-3 in this ball game, but lead 4-3 as Fisher gets the strikeout to end the innings. Ran a man at first, and Stetson ahead as we stand in stretch at John Sessions Stadium. Dolphins trying to rally again here in the latter 3 innings. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Opportunity for you to get up on your feet. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
Varsity Financial Services proudly serves our university students, faculty, and alumni through proven convenience, personalized financial solutions, and education. Varsity offers industry-leading rates, surcharge-free access to over 36,000 ATMs nationwide, low fees, and rewards to include our Varsity Cash program to help you save for the future. No need for tryouts. Everyone can be on the varsity team. Visit us online at varsity.bank.
WB Mason helps you do business. How? By delivering what your business needs where you need it. With with a wide range of products from janitorial, furniture, break room products, office products, shipping supplies, food service items, and much more, WB Mason delivers. That's why you see us everywhere. Call or email today to see how you can save more with JU discounted pricing. WB Mason, the official office supply provider of Jacksonville University.
Now playing shortstop for Stetson, number 50, Andrew Estrella. Now batting for the Dolphins.
4-3 Stetson leading here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rubber match between the Dolphins and the Hatters. A defensive change for Stetson here as we start the 7th. New shortstop for Stetson. Andrew Estrella replaces Camden Traficante. Traficante's day is done. First pitch to Chase Malloy from Dominic Stagliano, who's gone in two different directions as the pitcher of record here in his relief appearance already. He misses. 1-0 pitch. Rolled slowly to the left side. Already testing the new shortstop, and he beats it out. An infield single.
Now batting, Dolphin.
Estrella coming in at short for Traficante, and he has to throw on the run on a slow roller to the left side. They got underneath the glove of the diving third baseman Kyle Ball. So the second infield single of the game for Chase Malloy, and Jacksonville has the leadoff man on for the second straight inning. Here's Elias Flowers 0 for 2. He squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, pitch misses in. Stagliano gave up 2 runs on 4 hits in the 6th. That's the 5th hit allowed by the Stetson reliever in an inning plus of work. Jacksonville has 9 hits here today, all of them singles. Well, excuse me, 1 double. Cam Ridley back in the 2nd. A throw over to first. Double-barreled action in the Stetson bullpen as the pitch comes in, and Flowers bunts it down the first base line. A good bunt, and the throw is made by Stagliano thanks to a great stretch from Bullard at first, having to go get that low away fastball lunging to his right. Amaral, who we saw on Thursday, and Gonzalez, who we saw yesterday, both loosening in the Stetson bullpen as Flowers sacrifices the runner to second base. The tying run in scoring position with 1 out for Christian Coypel. Coypel singled his last time up. That led off the 6th. And he came in to score. First pitch he sees, and he grounds one to the right side, just foul to the right of the bag at first. Chase Malloy with good speed down at second base, representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. Stagliano kicks the leg and steps off. Coypel has driven in a pair of runs here already in this series. 0-1 pitch, and he takes a big breaking ball on the outer edge for strike 2 call. Coypel has a career best 33 driven in this season. Would love to see him drive in his 34th here. 0-2 pitch, and he swings and misses at a breaking ball. And Stagliano with a strikeout for the second out of the inning. So it comes down to Blake DeLomeler, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Well, Jacksonville has done all of its damage here today with 2 outs. It was a Cam Ridley 2-out double in the second that drove in the first run of the game, and then TJ Curd with a 2-out, 2 RBI single an inning ago. So perhaps DeLomeler can keep that streak alive. Runner at second, 2 outs, first pitch he sees, and he swings through a low fastball for strike 1. DeLomeler's lone base hit came back in the first. He has flown out to right and popped up to second base since then. Trying not to squander a leadoff single for Chase Malloy. 0-1 pitch for Stagliano, and a line shot through short and into left center. Malloy rounding third. He scores easily. DeLomeler ties the game at 4. 14th run driven in for Blake D this year.
Batting for the Dolphins,
His second hit of the ball game. And DeLomeler making a case for ASUN Player of the Week as he has multi-hit games in each of the 3 games here in this series, and now has a total of 9 multi-hit games this year. Here comes pitching coach Dave Thurneau, and they make the call to the bullpen. Stagliano's afternoon is done after an inning and 2/3. The go-ahead run on base with 2 outs, and Jonah Diaz coming to the plate. Here comes Gonzalez, the left-hander, out of the pen. We'll step aside while he gets loose. Ball game again, as we have had an action-packed 6th and 7th innings, tied at 4 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Now here's a
takes over on the mound with 2 outs and a runner at first in a tie game. Lefty on lefty matchup with Jonah Diaz coming to the plate. Diaz faced Gonzalez yesterday in the inning that the southpaw threw in relief and drew a walk. First pitch to Diaz is a fastball for a strike at the knees. Gonzalez allowed a run on 2 hits. That insurance run driven in by Coypel. DeLomeler checked on over at first. Another throw over to first. Gonzalez comes home, and the runner goes. A ground ball foul right side makes it 0-2 on Diaz. Gonzalez, just his third relief appearance of the season. One of those three coming yesterday. Been a regular starter this year for the Hatters. A 5.40 ERA coming into today in 45 innings worked. 47 strikeouts to 15 walks. 0-2 pitch, high. Jacksonville trying to balance out the aggressiveness with understanding that they've run themselves into a couple of outs to end innings here today. They'll throw over to first, and DeLamler back in, standing up again. Blake with a 2-hit day, ninth multi-hit game of the year, third of the weekend. Runner takes off. The pitch is up for a ball. The throw down to second, not in time, and DeLamler slides in safely under the high throw from Pregent, and he is in scoring position with his 12th stolen base of the year, second on the team. Behind only Chase Malloy, one off, the Jacksonville leader in swiped bases this season. He's in scoring position. 2-2 count on Diaz, base hit here, and Jacksonville's back in front. 2-2 pitch. Diaz takes strike three, called on the low outside corner. So Jacksonville ties it up thanks to the RBI single from Blake DeLamler driving in Malloy, and we are all knotted up at 4 as we head to the 8th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
We're all tied up.
At the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, we are dedicated to providing you state-of-the-art rehabilitation and physical therapy designed to meet your specific needs. With an expert staff of physical and occupational therapists committed to providing
We start the 8th inning. Bryce Fisher back out on the mound. And a first pitch swinging on a changeup, and he gets Cameron Hill, the leadoff man, to wave at and miss. Swing and a miss again, and it's 0-2. Fisher off the hook after DeLamler drove in Malloy to tie this game back up at the bottom of the 7th. 5 of our 8 runs have been scored in the last inning and a half. Strike 3 called on a fastball in the low outside corner. And Cameron Hill, good morning, good afternoon, good night. He is down looking for the second strikeout of the ballgame for Bryce Fisher. Here is Nick DePonzio. Oh for 1 today with a pair of walks and a strikeout. And he takes a low called strike to begin the at-bat. And it has been 4 straight strikes thrown here by Bryce Fisher in relief. This inning is second inning of action. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase away. And Fisher quickly ahead. 0-2. Pulls the glove up in front of the face, hands over the head, kicks and deals, 0-2 pitch, and where did that one miss? DePonzio lays off a fastball on the outside edge, called ball 1. Fisher tries again here, 1-2 pitch. And a slow roller to the right side. Coypel comes over near the bag at first, fields it, and just reaches that left leg out to step on the base for out number 2. Quick 2 gone here in the top of the 8th for Stetson.
Designated hitter, Brandon Hilton.
After a couple of innings in which they put the leadoff man on, Fisher has calmed some things down here in the 8th. Here is Brandon Hilton. He is, well, technically the only 2 RBI of the day for Stetson belong to Hilton, a 2-run home run. And he takes a low called strike 1 on the outside corner. Hilton 1 for 3 today with that 2-run homer. And the Stetson faithful voicing their displeasure at how the zone has gone. Jay Furlong not making too many friends with how he has called it here today. 0-1 pitch. Called strike 2, fastball on the outside edge. It has been a steady diet of left-handers here at the top of the order, and Bryce Fisher has worked the outside part of the plate with great success here so far. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a changeup. And Fisher with a 1-2-3, 8th inning with a pair of strikeouts to give him 3 here on the day. We head to the bottom of the 8th, still tied at 4. Jacksonville bringing Jesus Pacheco to the plate. When we return, you're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van West. Eighth inning, 4-4 game, and what has been a very good series to this point is coming down to the wire here on this Saturday afternoon at John Sessions Stadium. Jonathan Gonzalez back out for another inning of relief work after he got the final out of the 7th, stranding the go-ahead run in scoring position. His first pitch to Pacheco is a fastball on the outside edge called ball 1. Or was that a strike? I think he called it away. That one definitely missing down and away, and it's 2-0, yes. I'm with you, scoreboard operator Jason Eliopoulos. It looked like a strike to me too, but it's Jay Furlong who called it a ball, a fly ball out into right field, and it's all a moot process as that is a fly out to right for out number 1.
For the Dolphins, catcher Jake Berg.
Here's Jake Berg. First pitch he sees is a low fastball for a strike. Berg today 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Berg, ever since that intense battle in his first AB, has been foiled largely by Stetson pitching. 0-2 pitch, and he rolls one foul to the right side. Another 0-2, and Berg swings and misses at a changeup and strikes out. 2 outs for Gonzalez and the Hatters here in the bottom of the 8th. Pinch hitter Tommy Joseph for TJ Curd. So the switch-hitting Joseph coming in to bat for the left-handed swinging Curd, who finishes his day 1 for 2 with 2 driven in and a run scored, one of his best days in a Dolphin uniform. But Joseph can flip around and bat right-handed against Gonzalez, and he does so. Joseph DH'd yesterday. First pitch he sees, a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Tommy yesterday went 0 for 2, drew a walk in the 7th. The 0-1. And he watches ball 1 miss low. 1-1 pitch is popped up right side of the infield. Bullard says, I got it. A couple of steps to his left behind the bag at first, makes the catch, and the Dolphins are down in order in the 8th. We head to the 9th, tied up at 4. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Stetson.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work
Pitching change for Jacksonville in the 9th. Tyler Vogel replaces Bryce Fisher, who worked 2 innings of relief. 2 runs came in to score, but they were charged to Tyler Nauman back in that 7th inning when he inherited a bases-loaded situation. He struck out 3, walked 1, did not allow a hit in his 2 innings of relief work. And it is Tyler Vogel, who last pitched on Thursday, throwing 34 pitches in an inning and 2/3, in which he surrendered 2 unearned runs on 2 hits with a pair of strikeouts and a walk. He inherited a couple of men on in the 8th inning one man on in the 8th inning when Mason Adams left. First pitch from Vogel. He pops the mitt of Jake Berg with a heater for strike 1 to Jacob Bullard. 0-1 on the Stetson first baseman, the 0-1 offering. And he spikes a fastball in the dirt. Jacob Bullard, Johan Desero, and Andrew Estrella due up here this inning for Stetson, and a tie game at 4 in the top of the 9th. 1-1 pitch. Heater misses up high. Two 2-1 from Vogel, and he locates with a fastball that time for a strike. In case you're wondering, Jacksonville has gone to extras twice so far this season. Stetson just once. That was just a little over a week ago. Vogel strikes out Bullard on a breaking ball on the inner half. 1 out here in the 9th. Jacksonville, of course, played that 20-inning game on Sunday, March 13th at FIU, 1-9-4. won in 12 innings on Tuesday, the 29th of March at FAMU. 9-6 final in that one. Stetson lost 5-4 in 12 at Florida State on Wednesday, the 6th of April. A called strike at the bottom of the zone to Desero, 0-1 on the Stetson second baseman, who is 1 for 2 today with a single. He's also been hit by a pitch. The 0-1. Misses down and in to the left-handed swinging second baseman. The 1-1. A tip foul makes it 1-2. Hatters played a couple of 12-inning games in 2021, lost both of those too. Have not won an extra inning game since 2020. 1-2 pitch, and it hits Desero on the left elbow, or did it get the bottom of the bat? It hit the bottom of the bat. Desero shaking his head. Thought for a second there he had been plunked for a second time here today. 1-2, the count remains on the Stetson second baseman with 1 out and the bases empty. The pitch buried in the dirt. A shift on for Desero with the shortstop Malloy playing nearly straight behind the bag at second base. Playing him to pull, 2-2 pitch, and he does pull it. A shallow fly ball into right field, and it drops over the head of Pacheco in front of DeLameler. And Desero with his second bloop single of the ball game. He has managed to place it perfectly 2 times in a row into the shallow part of the outfield to center back in the 7th to right here in the 9th, and he is the go-ahead run on with 1 out. Andrew Estrella for the first time here today after coming in to play shortstop. Bogle out of the stretch, his first pitch. And he sails it back to the wall, and a wild pitch moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. Well, the double play no longer an option for Jacksonville to get out of the inning, and Tyler Vogel now just needs to settle down and just work on executing pitches here. He's overthrown quite a few here in this inning already. With nobody on, it wasn't a big deal, but now it becomes one. 1-0 to Estrella, who's hitting just .225 this year. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball that is tapped foul left side. Estrella entered the game back in the 7th. This is his first chance to swing it here today after he started the last 2 games at short and is a combined 0 for 6 here in this series. Runner at second, 1 out, the 1-1 pitch. He takes a really nice slider for a strike on the outer half. Vogel 1 strikeout already here in this inning, looking for another. Desero, the go-ahead run in scoring position at second here in the 9th. Estrella asks for time. 1 foot out of the batter's box. He kind of tweaks the hips side to side and now back in, choking up on the bat slightly. The right-handed batting Estrella awaits the 1-2. Here he comes, fastball high. A tight one late. Jacksonville and Stetson both looking for big series win here on this Saturday. Currently tied in the ASUN standings, both at 5 and 9 coming into today's game. 2-2 pitch, and a breaking ball fouled off to the right side and out. Vogel coming set. A look back to second base a couple of times. Deep breath. 2-2 pitch again. And another ground ball foul, this one to the left side. Estrella battling up there. Coming into today's game, 3 teams all tied at 5-9 in the ASUN East Division. Jacksonville, Stetson, and North Florida. FGCU sitting at 8-6 in third place. Liberty 9-6 in second, and Kennesaw State leading the East at 11-4. And having taken 1 out of 3 this weekend against Liberty. Another 2-2, and it is off the mitt of Berg, back to the wall, and the runner moves up 90. So a second wild pitch of the at-bat, and the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away with 1 out. It's a 3-2 count on Estrella. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming here to the Stetson shortstop. Infield comes in with 1 out. Payoff pitch from Vogel, and another foul ball back to the screen. The Jacksonville closer going toe-to-toe with the freshman shortstop and Andrew Estrella off the bench late in this game, hitless here in this series, trying to give Stetson the lead in the 9th. 9th pitch of the at-bat, and it's ball 4 inside, and Estrella draws a walk to put runners at the corners with 1 out. The double play comes back into effect, and Anthony DeFabia comes to the plate with runners at the corners, trying to give Stetson the lead. A strikeout, a single, and a walk, the 3 batters that have faced Vogel. And head coach Steve Trimper asking for time, and he wants to get his runner at first, and the batter, kind of funny actually, in that DeFabia was waved over from the batter's box, and Estrella waved in from first, and then Desero, feeling left out of the conversation, just trotted in even though he wasn't waved in from third base. And here is head coach Chris Hayes out to the mound to check in with his infield and Tyler Vogel. I don't think necessarily he's going out there to make a pitching change, but perhaps just wants to take advantage of the opportunity to work through a little strategy. After home plate umpire Jay Furlong has an extended chat with the runner at first base, Estrella. And now Furlong goes out to the mound and is allowing Coach Hayes a few parting words before he turns and walks back to the dugout. Runners at the corners, 1 out, tie ball game, top of the 9th. Vogel working against Anthony DeFabia, who's 0 for 3 today. Grounded into a double play his last time up. He squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, pitch misses in for ball 1. Vogel has thrown 21 pitches, 12 of which have been strikes. 1-0 pitch, and another breaking ball up makes it 2-0 as DeFabia is still trying to lay down a bunt. But there hasn't been a pitch for him to try to bunt yet. Vogel's 2-0. DeFabia gets the bunt down, back to the mound. Vogel to the plate, and he is tagged out for out number 2. Great job by Tyler Vogel fielding his position, coming off the mound to his left, fielded that bunt, tossed underhand to Berg, who applied the tag on Desero as he came to the plate, sliding in feet first, and a big second out of the inning. And now the go-ahead run is at second base instead of third. First and second, 2 outs, and here is Kyle Ball. Well, Jacksonville was able to get a big defensive play a couple of innings ago, but then made a mistake and allowed a run to score anyway. Can they avoid that same fate here? First and second, 2 outs. First pitch to Ball and a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Kyle Ball 0 for 2 today. He was at the plate and drew the wild pitch walk that allowed the go-ahead run to score back in the 7th. Estrella at second, DeFabia at first. 0-1 count on Kyle Ball. The pitch from Vogel. A flare down the right field line that is carrying foul. 0-2 on the Stetson third baseman. Tyler Vogel trying to take after his mound mates in yesterday's game and work a bit of a Houdini act. Dolphins stranded men on base all day yesterday. Trying to leave a pair on here in the 9th inning and set them up for a potential walk-off opportunity in the bottom half of this inning. 0-2 pitch, and it's a fastball high. Ball has knocked in 11 runs this year, and this is 27th start of the season. The senior, who has been a part of a lot of Stetson baseball over the years, a lot of winning Stetson baseball over the years. A wait to 1-2 here from Vogel. And chops one towards second base. Pacheco in a foot race to the bag and just does beat DeFabia for the final out of the inning. Pacheco fielding the chopper and then made a hard right turn over to second base and stepped on it just before DeFabia slid in, forcing out the final out of the inning, and Jacksonville works around a runners at the corners 1-out situation to not allow a run, and we head to the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 4. Jacksonville bringing Ridley, Malloy, Flowers to the plate when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing beats the power and excitement of live events like Ticket Smarter. If you're looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concert, and theater events all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. With every ticket transaction made at Ticketsmarter.com, they'll donate $1 to help their charitable partners, including St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and the V Foundation. Ticketsmarter is proud to be the official ticket resale partner of Jacksonville University.
Bottom of the ninth, tied at 4. Jacksonville and Stetson in a rubber match on this Saturday. That has been a dandy. Jacksonville trying for its first walk-off win since 2020. Already did something in this series they hadn't done since 2020. Yesterday, shutting out an opponent. Here is Cam Ridley against Jonathan Gonzalez, and he takes a first pitch for a ball. Ridley today, 1 for 3, doubled in a run back in the second. That last walk-off win came on March 8th, 2020 against VCU as Ridley checks his swing again on another pitch that misses. Maybe a little inside there from Gonzalez, 2-0. Jacksonville has scored a run each time they put the leadoff man on here today as Ridley swings and misses at strike one, now 2-1 on Jacksonville's 9-hole hitter. That has come in both the 6th and the 7th innings. Two-one pitch. Ridley lays off, ball 3 high. Three-one pitch from Gonzalez. Hard hit ground ball down the line, a fair ball rolling into the corner. Ridley rounding first. He's headed to second. DePonzio digs it out. And a leadoff double for Cam Ridley, his 2nd of the day and his 4th of the year. He has doubled his double total here this afternoon, and Jacksonville with the winning run in scoring position with no one out.
Shortstop Chase Malloy.
A good weekend continues for Ridley, who has 5 hits here in this series. And here comes pitching coach Dave Thurneau slowly out to the mound. And a change for Stetson coming here with a winning run in scoring position and no one out. Gonzalez gives the ball up. And Austin Amaral makes his 2nd appearance of the weekend. We'll step aside while he gets loose. Jacksonville trying to walk it off here on a Saturday afternoon. 4-4 game. Runner at second, nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to Jacksonville University Baseball from Van Wagner. Making his 2nd appearance of the weekend, the right-hander threw 3 innings of 3-hit, 1-run baseball with a trio of strikeouts on Thursday afternoon. He inherits a situation in which Jacksonville has the winning run at second base with no one out at the top of the order coming up. Amaral, his 14th appearance in relief this year, 25 1/3 innings pitched. 27 strikeouts, 4 walks. He's allowed 13 runs, 9 earned. Opponents hitting .245 off of him. Chase Malloy, 2 for 4 here today. And a chance for Jacksonville to walk it off here. Malloy trying to move the runner over. He has infield singles in his last 2 times up. Infield playing at the edge, at the corners, and in close at second base as well, expecting a bunt here from Malloy. They square to bunt, and the pitch misses low to Malloy, ball one. One-oh pitch in for a strike. 1-1. Infield in. Runner at second. And a pick play back to second base. A soft toss from Amaral. Ridley back in, standing up. Chase Malloy has one sacrifice hit this year. He shows bunt again. Again, he watches a ball miss low. 2-1. He's ahead in the count. Coach Hayes continuing to flash the signs in between each pitch. Standing outside the third base dugout. Third base coach Brad Wilkerson, hands on his knees in a power stance, ready to wave around Ridley. Bunt shown again. He gets it down to the mound. Amaral goes to third and throws it away. Ridley up to his feet. He comes home to score. And Jacksonville walks it off on an error to win the series 5-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game. Final score. Your Jacksonville Dolphins 5, the Stetson Hatters 4. Don't forget, fans, the Dolphins.
So Jacksonville picks up the win, winning on a walk-off error for the first time since March 13th, 2019. And it's the first overall walk-off win since March 8th, 2020. Austin Amaral trying to cut down the lead runner Cam Ridley on a bunt back toward the mound and threw low and wide to the bag at third. Kyle Ball didn't stand a chance. And Jacksonville takes the last two of the series to win it against Stetson here this weekend. Second series win of the year for Jacksonville, who with the victory improved to 18-15 on the year, now 6-9 in the A-Sun. Stetson falls to 18-17. They're now 5-10 in the A-Sun. Your winning pitcher is Tyler Vogel. Vogel picks up the win and improves to 3-0 on the season. The loss goes to Jonathan Gonzalez, who falls to 3-5 on the year. Your final score, Jacksonville 5, Stetson 4. Dolphins back in action on Tuesday night in Orlando. A 6 o'clock first pitch against UCF. Again, Jacksonville wins at 5-4 here today and capture a series victory over the Stetson Hatters. I'm Scott Manzi saying so long from John Sessions Stadium. This has been a presentation of Jacksonville University Athletics and Van Wagner.
This presentation of Jacksonville University Athletics was presented by WB Mason, the official office supply provider of the Dolphins.
Imagine you didn't text her. So a little warm. Yeah. But I know it gets a lot hotter. Oh yeah. Our AC was absolutely like, we had to bring up a fan and all that. It was hot earlier. Yeah. I saw it. Love you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh, we bring it down, but you get to go help.
mind getting some. She said I never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you broke or rich, you gotta get biz. Having money's not everything that having it is. I was splurging on trips, but when I get my car back activated, I'm back to Vegas. Cause I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life. Better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. Now my grandmama ain't the holy girl calling me baby. If you feeling me now, just put your hands up in the sky and let me say, just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder. Kids were laughing in my classes while I was scheming for the masses. Who do you think you are? Dreaming about being a big star. You say you're basic, you say you're easy. You're always riding in the backseat. Now I'm smiling from the stage while you were clapping in the nosebleeds.
Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
We need to turn the music off so they can do the interview. Hey, turn the music off.
I will.
They're doing an interview.
Yeah, try it. I'll try to find out. I don't know. I just let them. I don't know who let them on the field, but I didn't. So.
No, they need to. What the heck? I'm literally in the back of Cam's interview.
Someone was going to make both like play.
Alright, let's see. Backpack, keys, papers, 5 and 10, 69.
Hey, can you grab my keys? To be on the thing or what?
Get the cameras.
Get off the field! Right now. I will get that camera. I will not get that. Okay. I'm less athletic than she is, so I'm not.
Did you get that? Did you get the walk-off?
Not photo, like I got them celebrating, but not the actual, like.
Yeah, well, I
yeah.
guess this should be playing.
Hey, I have a request. Are you the one that was responsible for the music and the thing after?
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Where did he go? He said he got in a black polo shirt. Did he leave?
He must have. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What the hell they're doing over there?
I think he wanted me to play music, and I was not. There's a reason it ended.
Right. I'm here. They were looking for you.
Who was?
Most people. I think they were gonna apologize for being on the field or something. I don't know. I didn't really care.
Oh, like, who?
Those people down there with the kids.
They looked for me?
Yeah.
They said the guy in the
So,
black
like,
polo.
Black golf shirt.
Oh.
That's either you or Manzi. Whatever.
Maybe it's not a problem. Are we still live?
Scott ends it on YouTube.